Welcome to day 499 of our Web3 journey. I'm Ed Krasenstein, here with my twin brother Brian. And remember, these videos are being sponsored by NFT Tech. They are an investor in DeSoFi. And DeSoFi is a Web3 app built on the DeSo blockchain. So, what's the latest within the crypto space today, Brian?
Yeah, not a whole lot of news. The Bitcoin's kind of remaining steady in the $23,000 range, but there has been some news out of India, and the crypto exchange WazirX, one of their directors had their house raided, and $8.1 million in funds were seized.
Well,
The Indian Enforcement Directorate made the raid 2 days ago, I believe it was. And it's an interesting story because Binance, they actually posted a blog post months and months ago saying that they had purchased WazirX, but now Binance claims that they don't actually own WazirX. Regulators are probing the trading platform over alleged money laundering and instant loan apps. Uh, this is something that the Indian authorities have been doing to a couple other exchanges and fintech companies as well. So it's something they've been looking into. They're trying to crack down on money laundering, and they feel that some of these exchanges are at least facilitating it. But I don't know what this means for the general crypto space in India. I think they're just trying to crack down, like the SEC is trying to do in the U.S., trying to protect consumers the best they can. Whether you feel that's actually the best way to go about it or not, who knows?
yeah, I mean, look at instant loans, and it's probably a perfect way to launder money if you're doing it through crypto space. If you can say you have money that you obtained through illegal means and you need to clean it, you can simply take out a loan instantly and then pay that loan back instantly with the loan with the criminally derived money, and then that money becomes laundered and you can pretty much do what you want with it. So I can see why they would be going after things like this. I think there needs to be some regulation. I think in the US there is some regulation for loans like this. It's going to be interesting to see what ultimately happens in India, though.
Yeah.
So
So Natter
moving,
replied to a post by Hunt Sauce. Can you tell us about that?
yeah. So moving on to DeSo blockchain, Hunt Sauce is an OG on DeSo. He's been here since the very beginning, and he made kind of a, I guess you could say, sad post, or I guess you could say discouraging post, negatively toned post, saying, "quote Wish this place really would have took off. Had celebs tweeting about us, Nelk Boys made a video about us, big Twitter crypto heads hating on us, companies and big investors were intrigued, and now we have 30 people just shilling their animal NFT on here. You hate to see it, but maybe that spark will come again. Who
Wait a
knows?"
minute. I got to cut in. Can somebody please buy my animal NFT that I created? Thanks.
So Natter replied, and Natter said, "For what it's worth, we won't stop until it does. And I'm optimistic we'll get it back, plus much more. Just takes time. Hang in there, Hunt." So, it's Hunt's looking down and he's like, I just want this feeling back that we had in the early days of BitClout. And Natter said we're going to get there, so we'll have to wait and see.
Yeah, Hunt Sauce is an OG, a true OG. I mean, I remember him on this platform since we got here, and that was 499 days ago, according to this video. But I do think that this frustration is being felt all over DeSo. Obviously, the number of new users, user retention is way down. It's definitely something that has, I think, the bulk of the community a little bit uh, discouraged. But I do also think that Natter's post is encouraging. I know that the DeSo Foundation has probably close to $100 million to work with. This went down a little bit because of the Bitcoin price, because they're holding their treasury in Bitcoin, a bulk of it in Bitcoin. But they have so much money to work with. The foundation is here. We have several nodes now working quite well. I think the proof of concept is here. Everybody can kind of understand what DeSo is now. They just had to put things together in a more refined way, and then start using some of that money on marketing, on attracting more developers and more builders. But also, I think by rewarding some users, users who have been here, users who have been contributing, and I think they're going to do that in due time. I think most people in crypto are very impatient because of the way that crypto can be very volatile. Some people expect to make 10x gains within weeks or months, and
Sometimes they
and
do.
yeah, and sometimes they do. But in this crypto winter, that's obviously not happening, and that can be discouraging, and that cuts down on user activity as well.
Yeah. So I mean, I think we do have to wait. I know we've been saying this for quite some time, but let's see what happens.
Yeah.
So Nathan Wells, another DSO OG, he posted this morning, quote, "Big things are coming soon with Mint Machine." So Mint Machine is a project he's working on. You can check it out, dsomintmachine.com. And it's essentially an app slash website that's going to allow you to generate NFTs and mint them. So I don't know what the big things are coming. I'm guessing it's phase one. I'm guessing phase one's coming soon. According to their DSO profile, phase one is a custom generative NFT generator and minter for your NFT project using their code base. They can generate your series based on images you provide, calculate rarities, and then prepare everything for the minting website. And then phase two, which I assume is going to be later, and this is if there is interest for it, it's an NFT creator initiated mint machine build. You upload your generative NFT images with JSON attribute files, and their system does the rest. So it's gonna be interesting to see what this is. If are people going to be able to easily mint NFTs by just putting in some images, having it generate their collection, and then automatically minting it? I think that would be pretty amazing if it does. I'm looking forward to seeing what Nathan's done. I know Nathan's done a lot with NFTs. His daughter actually created the Clara Mouse series, amazing NFT series if you haven't seen it yet. So I'm waiting for this. I can't wait. Be sure to follow Mint Machine on DSO and check out their website.
Yeah, I love this. I think just one thing, if you are considering launching an NFT project, consider utility, consider what you can offer those who own your NFTs. I think as we move out of this crypto winter, which I don't know when it will be, maybe it's going to be next month, maybe it's going to be next year. But I think as we move out, you're going to see an explosion of generative series coming out. And what's going to differentiate those series will be the utility that they offer. And unless you're like this famous artist that has this huge following, it's going to be tough to sell generative NFTs unless you're offering something really unique. So just keep that in mind. That's just my opinion.
Yeah, as more and more of these generative series come out, it's going to be harder for you to really gain traction unless you're offering something that others aren't. So moving on, Musai, which is it's like a podcast slash music player on the DeSo blockchain where you can tip people with diamonds. It's a really good creation. They have a new release coming today that's going to allow for the import via MRSS feed with a 2x a day automated syncing and a manual force sync available. So for you techies out there, you probably know what that's going to be. Personally, it's a little confusing to me. But according to Musai, it's going to allow Musai to expand its content library and easily support and include any traditional podcast. So any podcast out there is probably going to be able to easily be ported onto Musai for tips and follows and stuff like that. Also, two new podcasts are coming to Musai: the Super Awesome Mix podcast and What Are You Listening To podcast. So that's exciting. We're getting some new podcasts. We have new music coming on them on a weekly basis. Musai is growing, and I think they have a lot of potential.
Yeah, I love what they're doing. Uh, Obviously, the DeSo protocol is slow right now in terms of activity, but it's those who build during these quiet times who emerge out of the quiet times into the loud times with a bang. And I think Musai is going to be one of those,
The loud times.
the
Okay.
loud times.
Welcome to the loud times. Hopefully it's soon. Medicine's NFT. Of course, this is a creation by DeSo OG Meredith Marcone. She announced that there's only 12 Solana Medicine's NFTs left for minting. So Meredith, of course, she started minting Medizins on the DeSo blockchain, minted a ton, sold a ton, and then she moved and minted some on Solana. I know there's talk that she might also be minting on Ethereum, but 12 out of the 500 are only available for minting now on Solana, and they cost 1.5 Sol to mint. You can mint them at mint.medizinsnft.com. And hopefully, with what we're working on with NFTZ, hopefully soon this can all be kind of combined. Her Solana and DeSo NFTs. We're working on Ethereum first, but Solana's coming soon too.
Yeah, we're making substantial progress on integrating Ethereum into NFTZ. Uh, should be done soon. I'm not going to define soon, but it should be done soon. And talking about,
Less than 10 years from now, longer than 5 minutes.
yeah, I think that's a good way to sum it up. But talking about really talented artists, Meredith is definitely one of them. But Michelle Lord is set to release some new mannequin NFTs today with the Photography by Michelle account. Love her work. If you haven't checked out her mannequin series, definitely check them out. I know we own one of them.
This isn't
Amazing.
investment advice. We own number 001, so it's going to be super valuable.
Yeah.
Not investment advice by any means.
So the top NFT bidders over the last 24 hours, according to NFTZ, are as follows. Daily DeSo Deals, Spunk Art, NFT Pets, Clay Oglesby, Just in Time, Studio Richards, Tier 1 Bigums, Web3 Peeps, Glo, and DeSo NFTs. Meta Philosopher, he's not there for first time in quite a few days, maybe taking the weekend off.
Everybody deserves some time off.
Yeah, so the top Diamond Day creators over the last 24 hours, according to our friends at Altum Base, Little Lover, followed by Krasenstein Us, followed by Panini, Goldberry, Night 10, Sean Slater, Quanti, Amago Potty, probably butchered that, Darian Parrish, and Gawergi.
Yeah, so I noticed that we became part of the Diamond Mafia yesterday because we got like 600 and some diamonds somehow. I assume that means
Yes.
we're part of the mafia, but we're like
It's a
conspiring with we're
non-killing mafia. We
conspiring
don't
with the
kill people.
mafia without knowing that we're conspiring with them. For anybody out there
Right.
that's wondering, because I don't know how we got this
It's a
600.
positive mafia. It's giving money away. It's not stealing money and murdering people.
It's not like DeSo laundering or anything.
Right.
All right. Well, that's all the news we have for today. Everybody have a great rest of your weekend, and we will talk to you tomorrow.